Jeremy Sockman here today with a look at a movie based on a book you've probably never read. I tried to, but it's hard to turn pages when you don't have hands, so I watched the movie instead. But what did I think of 1981's Ragtime? Let's take a look. It's the olden days, and when a scandalous statue is put up that looks just like chorus girl Evelyn Nesbit, her husband Harry flips out and shoots the man who put it up. There's a big trial, and Harry's defense team decides to pull the insanity card. Evelyn draws the attention of the oddly named younger brother, who convinces her he's not a creepy stalker, and they have an affair. But when she's cut off from a big divorce settlement, they split up. While that's going on, a rich family finds an abandoned baby in the bush and takes in the kid and the mother. That brings the father, Coalhouse Walker Jr., looking for his baby and Sarah. It takes a while, but he manages to convince her to marry him. While driving in his sweet Model T, some jerk firemen block him in and give him some free cow pies, which he can't abide. He's arrested and tries to get restitution. Even Sarah helps, but is beaten up by the Secret Service and dies. Whoops.
Mr. President!
Who sees an opportunity and
Mr. President!
grabs it by the tail. That's the kind of man we
You gotta help
represent. About Mr. America, wherever he is.
That pisses Coalhouse off, and he leads a gang in firebombing and murder, hooking up with younger brother to add explosives to the mix. They take J.P. Morgan's library hostage, and we get an old-timey standoff. The police commissioner, played by the corpse of James Cagney, tries to get Coalhouse to give up, but it takes father to calm the situation down. Younger brother leads the gang to safety and, spoiler alert, Coalhouse gives up, only to take a bullet for his trouble. Then we learn that Evelyn goes into movies, Harry's let out of prison, younger brother goes back to work in the factory, and father watches mother leave with another man and an adopted baby. But hey, that's just Ragtime.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yowza, there's a lot going on here in Ragtime, but if you're wondering what it was all about, you're in luck, because I'm going to tell you. You see, Ragtime wanted to tell us all just to bite our tongue when we're insulted. Harry feels offended by the nudie statue, and it makes him so mad he kills a man. Then goes to the nut house. Younger brother isn't too keen on his treatment at the hands of father or Evelyn, and becomes a bomb maker. But it's the story of Coalhouse that really hammers home the concept. He's insulted by a bunch of fat racist firefighters who trash his car and ruin the leather interior. He's told to just let it go by the police, lawyers, even Booker T. Washington. But he can't, and what happens? Death! If he'd just turned the other cheek and sucked up the words of a bunch of dudes who were set to have heart attacks anyway, he'd be chilling with his wife and baby and car. But instead, he let the nastiness get to him and ended up with an extra hole in his head. Not too hard to see which outcome was better.
And that's your advice?
That's my advice, and I pray you take it to heart.
Just forget it. Is that it?
I spent my whole life forgetting. You're a young man. You better start learning now.
The director, Milos Forman, came from communist Czechoslovakia, where speaking up could really lead you to winding up in the gulag or dead. But he forgot that he didn't live there anymore when he made Ragtime. In the free countries, you can say whatever you want. So to try to scare people away from standing up for themselves in a non-communist dictatorship is only trying to silence people's right to not put up with crap, which makes more people want to dish it out since they'll have no fear of consequences, which creates a never-ending cycle of crap dishing. Instead, we should want a world where fewer people want to dish it out since they'll be scared of what might happen.
Your brain starts to working just fine.
So in the end, because old Milos wanted us all to live like timid rats instead of the viper-tongued vipers we really are, I'm Jeremy Sockman, and I'm going to have to exercise my right to say what I want by giving Ragtime a hard pass.